to another video. Today is going to be an update on the Red Hydrogen 1. It's been about a week since I've unpackaged it and got it working, and today I'm going to be telling you guys what I think about it and answer a few questions that were submitted by the wonderful 3D Blu-ray Bunker. Immediately upon doing the unpackaging video, I got right to work trying to get my 3D content working on the phone, and that was a little bit of a learning curve as there really isn't much information regarding, well, how the screen works and how exactly you can get your own 3D content working on there. And not even really much in the way of how to get 3D content off of the phone onto your computer, but we'll get to that in due time. There's a few things that I had to learn. Now, the first thing to note is that if you're going to put a video on the Red Hydrogen 1 to watch in 3D, it has to be a side-by-side 3D video or image, doesn't matter which, video or image. And when you put it on there, before you put it on there, you need to make sure that your video file name has _2x1 on it. Not where the actual file name extension itself, I mean like the actual name of the video or whatever. So if this video is called Red Hydrogen 1 Update, if I wanted to watch it in 3D on my phone, I would just put Red Hydrogen 1 Update _2x1, then of course .mp4. That _2x1 tells the phone that this is a 3D video or image and to display it as such. Upon getting the 3D images and videos working, I noticed something very off about them. That the videos seem very, very jittery, especially farther back into the background you go. My videos do have a lot of depth and volume in them, and so some of the tests that I put on there, the little bits of video that I clipped from things I've already done and put on there, looked not really that great. Like, you could see the 3D on there, but the backgrounds and things were just really jittery, and it was very difficult to look at. Fortunately, I was able to find a fix for this by complete accident. If you put so say you have 3 videos. You have test video A, test video B, test video C. If you put those 3 videos on there with the _2x1 and you press test video A, the video is going to come out very, very jittery and shaky. However, if you pull up the media controls and you press next video and it brings up test video B, the jitteriness will be gone. So if you go test video A to test video B and then back to test video A, that jitteriness you see in the background and occasionally in the foreground if things are coming out too much will be gone. I kind of understand why the jitteriness is there, but I don't understand why it stops the jitteriness if you switch between videos. I'm glad it does because it kind of ruined it a little bit. I mean, I was happy that I could see the 3D videos on there, but it was just like that. It's almost like kind of a big thing that's just kind of like, it ruins the whole thing. But I was able to fix that. So if you get a Red Hydrogen 1, just keep that in mind. Screen resolution is very nice. I actually don't know what the resolution is. It might be 720p, 1080p. I think the phone takes 4K images and video, but I'm not sure on that. Like I said, I strictly got this phone to display my own 3D content on there, so this isn't like a full in-depth review of the phone. This is just what I've experienced so far, and once I actually got it working full tilt, it's pretty amazing. My content looks really good on there, and I'm excited to be able to share that with other people. Now, we are going to get into a few questions that were submitted to us, like I said earlier, and yeah, let me pull those up. So, can you take the left and right images from the Red Hydrogen 1 to put in Stereo Photo Maker? Yes, you can. I will be putting a link in the description to a tutorial that will tell you how to do all that stuff. I personally wasn't able to get any of the videos or anything off of the phone just because of the cables I'm using, and I'm only really interested in putting my own content on there. Now, from my layman's perspective, from the stuff that I shot on the phone, looking at it on the phone, it's not super amazing. However, the stuff I've seen from other people that were able to get their stuff off of the phone does look pretty good. So like I said, the tutorial for that will be in the description below, along with a very helpful forum that was able to retroactively get me on my way because the forum is from like a few years ago. Can you transfer your own photos and videos onto the phone? Yes. Just make sure that when you do, you have the _2x1 name extension onto whatever the name of your video is, so the phone recognizes it as a piece of 3D content. How's the screen compared to the 3DS? So this is actually a good time to talk about the technology behind the Red Hydrogen 1 screen. It's kind of difficult to articulate because I really wasn't able to find much on how it worked, but I'm going to try to explain it the best way that I think it works. So all autostereoscopic screens work in the same way. Lenticular design, basically a parallax barrier. If you've ever seen like a lenticular Blu-ray cover where it's like 3D, or you've seen lenticular bookmarks or posters, it uses that exact same technology but on a much bigger scale. The 3DS, the way that works is that I believe it interlaces the video. However, there is a barrier in front of that. I'm going to put up a really crude depiction of what I'm talking about. There's a barrier on top of that screen, and this barrier basically diverts the light in one direction. So the left version of whatever you're looking at is going to be diverted up to the left, and the right version of whatever you're looking at is going to be diverted up to the right. So essentially when you look down on it, your left eye is only seeing the left image, and your right eye is only seeing the right image. And that's how the parallax barriers work. The biggest issue with this, however, is that it does have a limited field of view. Now, the new 3DS was able to rectify this issue by putting face tracking into the inside camera, so you could basically hold the 3DS wherever you wanted, and the 3D effect was still going to work. Whereas in the original 3DS, you had to hold it in a specific spot. Now, the Red Hydrogen 1 works in a different way. It has what they call 4-view technology for holographic content. However, I haven't been able to see any holographic content because all of the content creation stuff for that has been long since shut down, and I really don't care about seeing holographic content on there. I only want my own 3D content. But I believe the way that it works is that the way the holographic stuff would work, from what I've seen, you're taking the left image and the right image, and then taking the depth map for the left image and the depth map for the right image, and you put those all together, and that creates a holographic image. Now, the reason my side-by-side videos look so jittery, my 3D videos look so jittery on the phone, is because when you press the video to play it, it's automatically trying to convert that stuff into a holographic kind of display sort of deal, but not really. Essentially, what it allows you to do with 3D content is to change the depth and volume of that content in real time, which is a really neat idea. However, in practice, it doesn't work very well. Like I said, it jitters around a lot, and the end result of the volume and depth of my videos is how I want them to be seen. I'm not really interested in fixing that in real time, so it's not something I would use. And like I said, the holographic stuff is basically all gone now, so that it's pointless to even have that. It's a shame they put so much effort into like doing the holographic stuff just for like, well, even 3 years later for them not to be supporting it at all anymore. In fact, I don't even think it lasted very long even when they were supporting it. So yeah, how does it compare to the 3DS screen? Well, obviously it's a sharper, higher resolution. However, it does have some issues which can be overcome that kind of make it not as good. And it's been a long time since I've played a 3DS, but I almost feel like even the original 3DS's field of view for the 3D was a bit wider than this phone's. This phone, like I said, is very finicky because of the 4-view technology that honestly just weighs it down and was completely unnecessary. A straight up autostereoscopic screen, and maybe even a way to track the user's face so that the 3D looks good no matter where you're looking at it, would have been a much better use of their time and resources. With that being said, my final thoughts on the Red Hydrogen 1 are, Well, I don't know how it works as an actual phone. I don't have a SIM card in there. This is strictly for sort of a business showing off my own work kind of deal. Once you get past all the little quirks and the bugs and the kinks, and this video will hopefully be very helpful for that. Like I said, remember _2x1 on file names, and if you want to get rid of that jitteriness, you're going to want to skip between the videos and then it'll go away. So for what I need it for, it works perfectly. As far as it being a phone itself, I have no idea. It is a really cool piece of technology that I think was not developed long enough, and I think they try to put too much into the holographic stuff, and it ended up causing the rest of the phone to suffer. I know a lot of the reviews were pretty scathing, and like 3D Blu-ray Bunker said, no one really talked about the 3D capabilities of it, but for what I need it for, it is excellent. And if you just want to have something to show your own 3D content on without having to pull around a bunch of anaglyph 3D glasses all the time, this is something you're definitely going to want to pick up. You can get one for pretty damn cheap on eBay for like $100. And that's amazing because trying to get one new is like $1,700. I mean, still, even at $100 is a fraction of what it cost when it first came out. So it's definitely a steal. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. I appreciate you guys checking it out. Hopefully that answered your questions. Remember, the tutorial to get your content off of the phone is in the description, as well as that really helpful forum from a few years ago. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and you have a great day.